In commemoration of the Workers' Day celebration, the Nigeria Labour Congress, in conjunction with Trade Union Congress in Lagos State, organized her Pre-Mayday symposium tagged Reclaiming the Civic Space in the Midst of Economic Hardship. Speaking at the event, the special guest of honor, Comrade Oyinkansola Olasonya, former deputy chairman of the Trade Union Congress, mentioned that the bedrock of the civic space is in the 1999 Constitution and also where civic space has an environment to bring people together to express their opinions and actions on issues affecting the society.
Government and our employer is dealing with us because they can take our job. But if our leaders have trained us and we have trained ourselves that there's always something after something, then there's nothing that will stress you. You need to create value and work for yourself. So that when anybody wants to mess you can look the person boldly and say, not me.
Attending the event was the NLC chairman in Lagos State, Comrade Agnes Fumilayo Sesi. She spoke, emphasizing on the need of the Pre-Mayday symposium. It is to organize, advise members of the NLC and Trade Union Congress on the need to rub minds and raise voices together, telling the government the hardships faced by workers and the society at large.
It is no longer a news that workers will continue to be managers and managers. We continue to manage bigger salary and bigger resources. We want to reclaim what is supposed to be due to us. We want to tell them, those who are leading us, we want to tell government, we want to tell employers, in the public sector, in the private sector, that the economic hardship is so high. And in the midst of this economic hardship, what they regard as a takeover is nothing to take us even near our home.
The chairman, Trade Union Congress, Lagos State, Gbenga Ekundayo, also explained that the labor workers should come together to claim the civic space by keeping the wheel of progress growing.
If we fail to challenge the status quo, do not expect that manna will fall from heaven. If we continue to point accusing fingers at one another, if we continue to compete unnecessarily, and we don't speak to the issues that affect us as common citizens of this country, we know where we find ourselves. So the takeaway is, look at what goes on around you at work, in the environment, and speak out.
The forum allowed the members to contribute and also bear their minds on the present situation in the country.
Electricity bill has now surpassed rent in many places, to the extent that many people are moving out of some places to look for where there will be band E or band F or band Z, so that they will not have, like, maybe it is only 1 hour like that they will have in a day, so that they will not be paid. So, should we safely conclude labor centers agriculture?
Presently, as of yesterday, some students wrote their exam 12 a.m. at midnight. Those that impact of students that travel to on their way to Mumosho, accident and the other. What is our role? You know, students will continue to face serious challenges, and we are talking about reclaiming city space in the midst of economic hardship. That is a lot of work.
In an interview with Madafem Media, some guests attending the occasion were able to share their opinions on the present economic hardship being faced by the Nigerians.
On minimum wage, a new minimum wage is needed. 77,000 naira is no longer appropriate and adequate on the basis of the policies and programs that the ruling class themselves have imposed. The question of insecurity is impacting negatively on the question of food production. And what this means is that government must be saying workers must pose the critical challenge for government to take the appropriate steps. And what are those concrete steps? Return back to education. The recent JAM exam that has been held, with all of the students that have died, we must say that the technology is such that students can do their exams even at home. No student must be allowed to leave his or her neighborhood to conduct an exam that the exam body says will be commenced by 6:30 a.m. So we think government has failed all of us in this regard. And we must say that appropriate compensation must be paid to all of the families and all of the students that have had to lose their life on the basis of this exam.